Tabitha's lust potion worked. Being with Miguel last night was amazing.
Okay. Go away.
Yeah. I was just thinking about last night. You were incredible.
Thank you. So are you.
Let's start the day off right. What's wrong?
You know, I was just thinking about last night. And I really hate the fact that Fox and I went into it.
Yeah, well, you know what? That was not your fault. Fox was way out of line butting into our love life. I don't get why he cares if we sleep together or not.
I really can't say.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I mean, Fox acts like he's my fiance, not you. Fox, were you on the beach all night?
I was too upset about Kay and Miguel to sleep. Damn him for making love to her when he swore that he wouldn't. Especially when her head's all screwed up after being shocked.
It's weird that Kay thinks she's engaged to Miguel and not you.
He took advantage of that so he could have his way with her.
To be fair, Kay couldn't wait to get in Miguel's pants. You saw how she threw herself at him back at Tabitha's.
Thanks for reminding me, Siren.
Look, I'm just saying that Kay and Miguel hooking up wasn't all Miguel's fault.
I just wish that Kay would snap out of this alternate reality that she's living in. Remember that she's engaged to me. I'm still the man that she's in love with.
I hate to see you so upset.
I can't help it.
Well, I know a way we can make things better.
How?
Make love to me like I was Kay.
What?
Don't be shy, Fox. Show me what Kay's missing out on.
Yeah, you heard me, Collier. I don't need you to keep going busy at work anymore. Because my relationship with her husband isn't what it used to be, so I don't need you to keep her so busy with work that she has to stay at your office late every night. But don't you worry, our agreement still stands. Collier and Company will receive preferential treatment when bidding crane contracts in return for you having helped me. Well, thank you, and we will be in touch.
Whitney, did I just hear you say you had a deal with Gwen's boss to keep her working late so she wouldn't be able to go home to Ethan?
I was doing everything I could to come between them. But that was before I found out that Ethan is really little Ethan's father, and since I can't tell Ethan the truth because he would sue me for custody of little Ethan and because little Ethan would lose out on being the heir to the Crane Empire, Ethan can keep his commitment to Gwen because I will no longer come between them.
You're sure about that? I mean, because you've done a lot of talking before about giving up on Ethan, but you haven't followed through.
This is different this time. My son's future's at stake.
So you really think you can do it? You can walk away from Ethan and never turn back?
Do you really have to rush off to work this early? I mean, we got home pretty late last night from dancing after we got back from Italy, Gwen.
Oh, honey, you know Collier. He's probably got a huge pile of work waiting for me to make up for all the time I took off. I probably won't see you and Jane until the weekend, if I'm lucky.
Well, you're not leaving here without saying goodbye to Jane, okay?
Oh, sweetie, don't wake her up, okay? She gets so upset, you know, when I leave.
All right, how about this? Jane and I come to visit you at the office today. We'll say hello right before we go to little Ethan's t-ball game.
That sounds perfect.
All right.
Hello? Mr. Collier, I'm out the door. Okay. Okay. I understand. Sure. Thank you.
Let me guess. Mr. Collier wants you to go to Asia for a month.
No, I'm actually not going anywhere. He said the company is restructuring and they don't need me anymore.
You're kidding me.
No. I am getting 2 weeks severance pay and a letter of recommendation. Neither one of us has a job right now.
I thought I was dreaming.
This is your dream come true. Teresa, Noah, Esme, they all said you were falling in love with me.
I didn't plan to. I'd never do anything to hurt Aunt Sheridan.
No. You didn't hurt Sheridan. I did. I broke her heart.
I'm sorry, Luis. Sorry for both of you.
You're a lot like her, you know. Beautiful inside and out.
Really?
And you were right. You were right about me falling in love. I didn't expect to. But here I am now.
Luis.
I want to make love to you.
I want you to. Make love to me. Luis?
Fancy? Why did you think Luis was here?
Luis, come on in.
One.
You look like hell. You getting sick?
No. You?
Oh, the ice pack. No, just a little sore.
Full muscle?
Something like that. Jet lag keep you up all night?
I wish. Guess there's no real easy way to say this, but Marty's dead.
What?
Marty, Beth, and Alistair, they were all killed when a train they were on plunged down into a ravine outside of Rome.
My God, Luis. So sorry for... Did the Sheridan know?
Yeah. Yeah, she knows.
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry for both of you. I mean, I know that her baby with Chris won't replace Marty, but at least you have something to look forward to.
The baby's dead.
Baby's...
Sheridan got so upset when she heard about Marty that she went into labor again, and they tried to stop it, but she delivered, and the baby didn't make it. So, and now, because of me, both of Sheridan's children are gone.
Luis, you can't blame yourself, all right? You moved heaven and earth to try to get Marty
Oh,
back.
come on, Sam. This is all my fault. If I'd have just believed Sheridan that Marty was her son, Beth would have never been able to take off with him. Sheridan would never have met Chris. And right now, we'd be just trying to give Marty another brother or sister instead of...
Luis, listen, why did you come back to work so early? Why don't you take some time off and grieve with Sheridan?
Sam, did you not hear what I just said? There's not gonna be any grieving with Sheridan, okay? It's over. It's over for us. You don't just get over something like this, you know? She's with Chris now.
God, I don't know what to say. This is so horrible. The only thing I can say is that you're like a brother to me. And if there's anything that I can do...
Yeah, man. Right back at you. Yeah.
I'm not sure how much more of this I can take.
Fancy again?
What? Oh, no. Look, I can't live under the same roof as Spike.
Spike's living here?
Unbelievable, isn't it?
What else can I do, Noah?
Well, you can kill him.
Both of you. Chill, all right? Spike is Jessica's husband now. And at least she's here, all right? We can keep an eye on her.
For how long? The rest of her life?
We're gonna take it one day at a time.
You know what, Dad? I can't, all right? I mean, I hate Spike for what he did to Jessica. He turned her into a prostitute. Not to mention the fact that he's most likely behind Jessica not backing me up when I was trying to tell Fancy the truth about what happened, how Alistair used Maya to break us apart.
Well, I'm back on the force again, and if I hear that Spike gets out of line, I'll nail him.
Thank you, Luis. One way or another, he is going to pay for what he has done to our family.
Siren, you can't be serious about making love to me.
Why not?
Because I love Kay?
And I love Miguel. We'd be doing it for them.
How would making love to me be helping Kay and Miguel?
It might jog Kay's memory that she's engaged to you if she sees us together.
And what about Miguel? I'm sure your boyfriend wouldn't be cool with the idea of us sleeping together.
Miguel slept with Kay, so he couldn't be upset.
You know what? I'm not debating this with you. This whole situation with Kay and Miguel has got me crazed enough.
Are we having sex or not?
No, we're not. Would you quit talking about it so I can think, please?
What's there to think about? Kay is with Miguel now. Either she remembers she's engaged to you or she doesn't. Bottom line is there's nothing you can do about it.
So you're saying I should just give up?
Short of sleeping with me, you've done everything you could to keep Kay and Miguel apart, and nothing's worked. Why not just accept the facts and move on?
Because I love Kay, and I want to marry her? Only I can't tell her that because the shock from it could cause psychological damage? You know, on the other hand, I'll go nuts if this goes on any longer.
You've gotten yourself so worked up over this. No wonder you're stressed.
Why aren't you? Your boyfriend cheated on you with Kay.
It's not like they haven't slept together before.
Okay, when they conceived Maria, that was different. All right, Kay was in love with Miguel back then.
Yeah, about that back then part. What if Kay was still in love with Miguel?
No way.
You sure?
Why shouldn't I be?
Because I think there's part of you that's afraid that Kay does still love Miguel. And that's what bothers you more than anything else.
You know, I don't remember Fox being this way. Acting like I'm engaged to him, not you.
About us being engaged. Say you could choose who you wanted to be with. Would you choose Fox or me?
What? Why would you ask me a crazy question like that?
Okay, come on, just humor me. Just for fun. Say we weren't engaged, and you could choose who you wanted to spend the rest of your life with. Would you choose Fox or me?
So, Teresa, can you really turn your back on Ethan and never look back?
I don't have a choice. Not that I don't still love Ethan Whitney, because I do, but after 7 years of doing everything I could to try to win him back, and I still can't, I had to give up. I have to move on. I got my son's future to think about. I mean, I have to do an excellent job at running Crane Industries for his sake.
Well, what about love?
You know, that would be wonderful to fall in love again, Whitney, but I'm not getting my hopes up.
Well, why? Come on, honey, you're smart, you're beautiful, you're passionate. And before this whole drama with Ethan, you actually had a sense of humor.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah. I know that there's a man out there somewhere just dying to be your man.
Okay, if there is a man, and I'm saying if, it's not Jared.
How do you know? You haven't even given him a chance.
Why waste my time?
Because he's smart, he's funny, he's not afraid to ruffle your feathers.
Whitney, he's not my type, okay?
Well, I think he should be. He's strong, and you know what? You need a strong man, not some guy you can just wrap around your little finger.
Since when did you become Jared's personal lobbyist?
I'm not. Okay, I'm not. Chad and I just met the guy same as you, but I don't know, I just have a good feeling. I think he could be good for you. Just keep yourself open to finding love again, okay? If you don't, I'm just afraid you're gonna get lonely and go back to wanting Ethan.
I won't let that happen.
Well, the best way to make sure it doesn't happen is to move on with your life. The sooner the better.
Why did you think I was Louise?
Aunt Sheridan. I was dreaming. About Italy, when Grandfather tried to kill Luis and me with lions, and I was trying to warn him, but then I woke up, but I was still partly in my dream.
I've done the same thing.
I'm glad you understand.
You and Luis went through a lot together in Italy.
We didn't plan to, it just kind of happened. I hope that's okay.
Why wouldn't it be?
Oh, I was just curious. I don't want to do anything to increase your stress. Which reminds me, what are you doing up? Why aren't you still in bed at the cottage after everything that happened last night?
I couldn't sleep. Losing Marty was more than I thought I could bear. And then losing my baby so soon after. It's just,
I'm sorry.
it's all too much.
I'm really sorry.
Thanks. Sorry I woke you.
Oh.
I was just hoping I could stay with you a while. I didn't want to be alone, and I didn't want James to see me upset.
Stay as long as you want. I'm here for you whenever you need me.
I'm always here for you, too.
I'll keep that in mind.
What about now?
Now?
I couldn't help but overhear the servants talking. They said you ended things with Noah.
Yeah. That's right. Noah and I are finished. For good.
Luis, our problems are nothing compared to what you have going on. I mean, first you lost Marty in Rome, and now Sheridan's lost her baby. I'm just really sorry.
Thanks a lot. Actually, I think I'm still in shock.
What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna try and accept everything and move on. It's actually why I came by to talk to you, Sam. I understand having my rank dropped down to officer because I've been gone so much, but I want to retake the exam, be reinstated as detective. I've already signed up to train new recruits, and I would appreciate as much overtime as you can give me.
Luis, why overload your plate?
Keep busy. Save up as much money as possible so I can leave Harmony.
What? Why?
There's no reason for me to be here if I can't be with Sheridan. So I'm gonna save up some cash, and then I'm gonna leave Harmony for good.
You are my passion for life.
Kay doesn't love Miguel. She only thinks she does because that shock just fried her brain.
Okay, now say that again, like you mean it.
I do.
Please! You know Kay had feelings for Miguel before she was hot-wired. Getting shocked just brought those feelings out.
No, Siren. Kay loves me, okay? Getting shocked just took Kay back to time when she was in love with Miguel. It didn't reveal any of her real feelings.
Kay was convincing enough to get Miguel to sleep with her.
You're not helping things right now, okay?
Fine. Then tell me what to do.
Help me come up with a way to bring Kay back to our reality without damaging her psyche.
I already told you. You need to make Kay jealous by having her see you get it on with another woman. I bet that'll shock her into remembering she's engaged to you and not Miguel.
I don't know, Siren, that seems a little bit extreme.
Maybe. But can you think of a better way to even the score with Miguel than by sleeping with me after he slept with Kay?
So, if you could choose who you wanted to be with, would you choose Fox or me?
That is such a silly question. But since you asked, of course I would choose you.
Really?
Yes. You are so cute to worry, but come on, I have loved you since we were kids. You've been my playmate, my teammate, my best friend, not to mention the love of my life. You're the father of my child. I love that we're planning the rest of our lives together. And if anything ever happened to you and I ended up with someone else, I would still love you. I could never love anyone the way that I love you.
Okay, what's wrong?
I don't know, I mean, what if Charity came back? You know, would you still want to be with me? Or would you want to be with her?
I just want to provide for you and for Jane.
I know you do. And I know that you really miss working. And it was very petty and selfish of Teresa to prevent you from working as an attorney. You were far too good at practicing law not to be out there making a difference.
Yes.
Plus, you look very, very sexy in your suit.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you look pretty good in your suit, too. But you look even better
Ooh!
out of your suit.
Oh, so naughty.
I'm naughty, but I'm nice.
Yeah, very nice.
I have an idea. Since we don't have to go to work, why don't we just go over there and sleep in?
Mm-hmm. Why don't we?
Okay.
You can't leave Harmony, Luis. This is your home. You've lived here your whole life.
Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna live here if I can't be with Sheridan. Everywhere I go, everything that I would see, it's just gonna remind me of her. Plus, every time she sees me, it's gonna remind her of everything she lost because of me. No. It's better if I leave town. And she can be with Chris and whatever family they might end up having together. God knows she deserves it.
That's a hell of a noble thing you're doing, Luis.
Well, I love Sheridan. I figure it's the least I can do.
Dad's right. You're really taking the high road when it comes to Sheridan. You know, I wish I could do that with Fancy, but just love her so much, and I want to be with her. But she doesn't want to be with me.
I'm still just reeling from everything that's happened.
Do you blame Luis?
I think I'm still hurting too much to even think about blame. Luis is too. He lost Marty also. You know, and maybe he blames himself enough for both of us.
I think he does. And I know that Luis feels awful about your baby with Chris.
Yeah. My babies. Both my babies.
Has Chris been good to you, Aunt Sheridan?
Yeah. Chris has been amazing. Our baby meant the world to him. But he's put his grief aside to help me with mine. I'm lucky to be loved by a man like Chris.
Luis still loves you too.
I know. And despite what's happened, a part of me will always love Luis.
So, do you think you'll ever leave Chris to be with Luis again?
Any applicant you suggest should have experience in finance and marketing and be on top of Pacific Rim economics. Don't waste Mrs. Crane's time with anything less than top-notch people, or you'll be looking for work. Besides the internet and major financial papers, I have 3 headhunters looking for new executives.
Awesome, because we need help. We need it fast.
I just got done visiting Miles and little Ethan down in Crane Daycare, and he is so excited that your nanny's about to come pick him up to take him to the Little League game.
Oh, Ethan's actually gonna pick little Ethan up at the mansion and take him over to Harmony Field today.
Chad has a game too today. Miles and I were gonna go.
Oh, why don't you just ride with me? Because I'm determined to get through enough work to see my son play. I'll have my PDA with me, so you can just send me anything that needs my immediate attention.
Of course.
Thanks.
I don't see how you do it, Teresa. I mean, juggling motherhood and work like you are.
Well, it helps to have daycare here so I can see little Ethan several times a day.
You know, daycare's been a hit with all the employees. Chad was bringing Miles, but I guess you're watching him now.
So I guess you've heard that we're not brother and sister anymore.
Yeah, word spreads like wildfire. Which is no surprise. Chad was still in love with you even when we were. I'm glad you and Chad could be together without people thinking you're incestuous freaks.
I'll be sure to tell him you said so.
Oh, don't bother. I'll tell him when I see him later. I am gonna go see if we've gotten any responses on that position and get back to you with the best ones.
Thank you so much. There you go.
Thank you.
Are you okay with Valerie?
You know, I know Chad turned to her when he thought we couldn't be together. But now that we can, Valerie doesn't bother me.
Okay. Because, you know, she's really good at what she does. You know, if I could clone her, I would need the help, but I can't, so I do.
Teresa, I just don't see how you do it all.
Oh, that's the thing, Winnie. I can't really keep up, you know? But I can't mess up. Because this is my son's future, you know? I gotta do an excellent job at running this company so that he inherits a profitable corporation.
Too bad Ethan can't help you. I mean, especially since he knows Crane Industries so well.
Yeah. But that's another reason that no one can ever find out that little Ethan is actually Ethan's son. If it came out that Julian really isn't little Ethan's father, then my son's future would be taken from him, just like Ethan's future was taken from him when Gwen and Rebecca sent the information to the tabloid exposing his true paternity. Excuse me. Yes. Pass him through. Teresa Crane speaking. The figures from Zurich? What do I think? Well, what do you think? I need help.
I made my choice between Chris and Luis a long time ago.
I'm staying with Chris. He's my husband, and I love him.
So, there's no future for you and Luis?
Luis will always have a place in my heart. But Chris is my future. He's the man I'm going to spend the rest of my life with, not Luis.
Can't give up on Fancy, Noah. Why don't you just go talk to her?
Luis, I have tried talking to Fancy more times than I can count. And although I still very much want to be with her, she has made it abundantly clear that she wants nothing to do with me. I think that she's moved on.
You're kidding. Already?
Yeah, I first noticed it in Rome.
Well, that's crazy. I was with Fancy in Rome. There were no guys around. Besides, she was too busy helping me look for Marty for Sheridan.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
It's you, Luis. Fancy is in love with you.
Answer the question. If Charity came back, would you want to be with me or her?
You, Kay. I want to be with you. I meant everything I told you in Tabitha's backyard that night. I made a mistake to leave you and Maria behind to go off and look for Charity. That's a horrible mistake I will never do again. You're the love of my life. You and Maria.
I love you too. I always have, and I always will. You've always been the only man in my heart.
What if you remember foxes in your heart, Kay? What would you do then?
I love you.
I love everything about you.
I don't know what to do here. I still got a lot of work before we can go to the game, you know?
I don't know a whole lot about business, but I can help you organize files or something.
No wonder you're my best friend.
What? If you're really serious about moving on with your life, you gotta get rid of these photos of Ethan.
I don't know, Siren. I mean, pretending to make love to make Kay jealous in hopes of jogging her memory, it might be too much for her brain to handle.
Look, we won't know unless we try. Here comes Kay and Miguel. Are we doing this or not?
I don't know. I suppose she could see us holding hands.
Fox, what are you doing? Fox was kissing me, Kay. What did it look like?
Does us kissing bother you?
Why would it bother me? I think it's great that you and Siren are together.
You do?
Yeah, I think it's great that you and Siren are together.
Yep.
Yeah, now that you and Siren are a couple, maybe you won't be so worried about what Miguel and I are doing.
Actually, Kay, we were just...
You know, I think it's great that you have a woman in your life, Fox. You know what that feels like, don't you, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Guess my little plan didn't work.
Oh, it didn't. And now they're closer than they've ever been.
And the longer they stay this way, the better my chances of getting up close and personal with you.
So, as far as you're concerned, Luis is on his own now.
In all our lifetimes, Luis and I ended up apart. This lifetime wasn't the exception after all. I'm married to Chris now. I just hope Luis can find someone else to be with, too. He deserves to fall in love, get married, be happy. You both deserve to.
Wait a second. You think Fancy's fallen in love with Luis?
Well, she's not in love with him yet. She definitely has feelings for him.
Ah, come on, it's ridiculous. Fancy was helping me look for Marty for Sheridan's sake, okay? We're just friends.
Maybe that's what it is to you, but I guarantee you to Fancy it's something else.
You're wrong. He's wrong.
So are you saying you don't have feelings for Fancy?
Look, I already told you before. I think that Fancy is a great girl. End of story.
This is how it should be every day.
Mm-hmm.
Janie's sleeping late, so I can make love to my husband without worrying about being late for work or Teresa. God, can you imagine how wonderful our life will be if she actually means what she says and she stops chasing after you?
Life without Teresa. It will definitely take some getting used to.
You know, when I told you to get rid of the pictures of you and Ethan, I didn't mean for you to shred them.
You know what? There's no reason not to. Ethan and I are never going to be together, and I've accepted that now, and this is part of moving on. And I held on to my dream of life with Ethan way longer than I should have. And now that I've let that go, I've got to let go of anything that reminds me of Ethan. Anything and everything.
Jared is a great catch. He's exactly the kind of guy that you need to be with.
You're under arrest.
What?
What is it? What are you remembering, Kay?